as it, it started out sucky, but you think, Connor's kick right there, that just seemed to just
it did, and right there, because I knew this game sort of went that way. That boy had just gotten back. He's a really good player, and they had momentum with him just being back, number 4, because he hadn't played, And the thing we needed to do is make sure that early on in the game that we just don't let them run wild, because they're capable of doing it. They are good, and our kids didn't lose the composure. It's a close rivalry type game, and there were a lot of emotion in this thing. I'm telling you, So the referees made sure it didn't, and then we kicked the field goal, and right there I thought we needed 3 points to at least go ahead, and if we could get it back, and then it goes to 10, if we can, score right there, it was sort of the thinking of what we were trying to get at there. So second half, the first drive, 2 plays, and that's big.
Is that big first play, 57 yards?
Yes,
right?
57 yards. Walden, made a great run, and again, it wasn't our best game by any means, but coming back after last week's game and just keeping our feet on the ground and making sure that we keep everything focused on the task at hand, Duluth, and I was proud of the boys, because there was no panic, even early out, as they started. We were about really and truly. We didn't run it much in the first half. The 4th down play was big down there where we went through it on 4th down, and I figured they thought we'd throw it.
Took some guts to run it right there.
Yeah, it did. But just odds, what we were thinking there. That was all. And the kids helped on that, because we said we had 1 or 2 things, and Coach, let's run the counter, and that was that we were sitting here talking about it. What we can do with that much down, and with the down in the distance right there.
It was really your defense that put you in the situation to win.
Well,
they stiffened up after the first quarter.
6 turnovers.
Yeah.
Wasn't it?
I think I had 5.
Yeah. Oh, was it 5? Okay, it was what? 2 interceptions, 3 fumbles.
Right.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. And then, so no, there's no question. Again, 14 points. And that's the big thing defensively. They made the adjustments right there and let them cool off a little bit and settle down, and then we played.
Right.
And that's what's so good. I'm really proud again. Week after week after week, defensively, we're stepping up, and if we can continue doing that, that'll be important. But that was the turning point in the game, was the short field.
Right.
There's 21 points.
The whole third quarter was short field.
Short field. And then there was once in the second quarter there that we scored the touchdown to go up by 10 instead of 3.
Right.
Short field on the interception here. We overthrew the ball.
Right.
Guaranteed a number 2 seed, but I know y'all aren't satisfied with the number 2 seed.
Right. And I wouldn't want to say anything about all that in here, but no. We got a home thing now. The idea is, to get ready for Mill Creek, but ultimately, we want to get to that last one, and to do it. And Mill Creek's, they got one of the better quarterbacks in the area.
Yeah.
He plays really well. They're well coached.
Yeah.
They've had some unluck. I don't want that print, but I watched them the other night at home. Just had one of their other films in there and just trying to see it, and they do a lot of things really good. I guess maybe it happens. Last year it happened to us. We were snake bit. We lose 14-10. We lose 14-7. We lose. It just kept on.
So it's just trying not to get into that, make it a trap game.
This was a trap to me. See, and that's what I told these guys. I said, guys, I'm telling you, you play into a trap, because they're 2-2 and can make the playoffs if they win 2 of these last 3. Unfortunately, it's us, North Gwinnett, and Mill Creek.
Yeah.
So their back was definitely against the wall, and they had to gain momentum by beating us tonight.